Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video on our channel. Today, we'll be honoring American celebrities and other notable figures from around the world who have recently passed away. Before we dive in, we'd like to ask for your support. If you could take a moment to like this video, it would truly mean a lot to us. Thank you. And now, let's begin. First, we remember Jay North, beloved for his role as Dennis in the classic TV series Dennis the Menace, who has passed away at the age of 73. His close friend, Lori Jacobson, confirmed the news, revealing that Jay succumbed to cancer at home after years of battling the illness. His representative later verified his passing. Rising to fame in the early 1960s, Jay captured hearts as the mischievous Dennis Mitchell. Beyond the show, he starred in films like Zebra in the Kitchen and Maya, while also lending his voice to animated series such as The Pebbles and Bam Bam Show and The Flintstones Comedy Hour. Despite his early success, Jay faced challenges in Hollywood, often typecast and struggling to secure diverse roles in adulthood. In later years, he openly discussed the difficulties of being a child actor. However, Jay built a fulfilling life outside of Hollywood, serving in the military, working in the health food industry, and dedicating 2 decades as a correctional officer. He also mentored young actors, guiding them through the industry's complexities. Jay North leaves behind a legacy of joy and resilience, survived by his wife, Cindy Hackney, and 3 stepdaughters. Next, we honor Dave Allen, founding bassist of the legendary post-punk band Gang of Four and the group Shriekback, who has died at 69. Drummer Hugo Burnham shared the news, noting that Allen had been living with early-onset dementia in recent years. Allen co-founded Gang of Four in 1976, crafting a revolutionary sound that fused sharp political commentary with funk-driven bass lines. Their debut album, Entertainment, became an instant classic, featuring iconic tracks like Damaged Goods and I Found That Essence Rare. After departing the band in 1981, Allen launched Shriekback alongside members of XTC, gaining acclaim with albums like Oil and Gold and Big Night Music. Throughout the 80s and 90s, he remained musically active, establishing his own label and collaborating with various artists. He later reunited with Gang of Four in the 2000s and worked in the tech sector with companies like Intel and Apple. Burnham revealed that Allen had hoped to perform one last time during the band's farewell US tour. His legacy endures through his groundbreaking bass work and indelible influence on music. We also pay tribute to John St. Ryan, actor and esteemed horse trainer, who passed away at 72 after suffering a heart attack on April 3rd. His family confirmed his passing, sharing that John chose to donate his body to medical research. Instead of a traditional funeral, a celebration of his life will be held at a later date. Known for his warmth and dedication, St. Ryan left a lasting impression on all who knew him. He gained recognition for his role as Charlie Wayne in Coronation Street from 1994 to 1995. Born in Burnley, Lancashire in 1953, he began his career as a stunt double for Sean Connery in The Medicine Man, 1992. Over the years, he appeared in numerous TV series, including Heartbeat, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, General Hospital, and Murder, She Wrote, building a respected career on both sides of the Atlantic. In the early 1990s, he relocated to California, founding Red Rose Ranch, where he trained horses and taught horsemanship. Revered in the equestrian community, many credited him with transforming their approach to working with horses. Online tributes celebrated him as a true gentleman, a master horseman, and an unforgettable presence. His impact, both on screen and off, will never be forgotten. Moving on, we reflect on Tony Rundle, whose tenure as Tasmania's premier was brief but profoundly influential. Born Anthony Maxwell Rundle in March 1939 in Scottsdale, he began his career as a real estate agent and television journalist before entering politics in 1986, winning a seat in the Tasmanian Parliament. Over the next decade, he climbed the ranks, eventually assuming leadership during a critical juncture for the state. Following the 1996 election, the Liberals lost their majority, creating a political stalemate. When Labour's Michael Field refused to lead a minority government, and Liberal Premier Ray Groom resigned, honoring his pledge not to collaborate with the Greens, Rundle stepped up. He led a minority Liberal government with informal Green support, ushering in an era of cooperative governance. His leadership marked a departure from adversarial politics, emphasizing dialogue and compromise. Though his time as premier was short, Rundle's willingness to engage with the crossbench set a precedent for collaborative politics in Tasmania. His legacy is one of balance, pragmatism, and progress during a turbulent period. Finally, the entertainment world mourns the loss of Antonello Fasari, renowned for his portrayal of Cesare in Incantesimo, who has died at 72 after a prolonged battle with angina pectoris. His passing has deeply affected colleagues, fans, and generations of viewers who admired his talent, kindness, and authenticity. Claudio Amendola, a close friend and co-star, expressed his grief, saying, "You will always be my brother." Their bond, forged through years of collaboration, speaks to Fasari's enduring impact on those around him. It has been announced that the upcoming season of I Cicerone will be dedicated to the memory of Antonello Fasari, honoring his immense contributions and enduring legacy. For those who knew him, his passing represents not just the loss of a talented actor, but the departure of a cherished presence in their lives. Fasari had been open about his struggles with health, describing his condition as an unrelenting pain that left him feeling hollowed out from within. Despite the physical and emotional toll, he faced his challenges with remarkable resilience, drawing strength from the love and support of those around him. His candid discussions about his battles with anxiety and depression resonated deeply with fans, making him not just a performer to admire, but a figure of genuine human connection. Fasari transcended the role of an actor. He became a cultural touchstone. His portrayal in I Cicerone brought laughter, tears, and authenticity to millions, leaving an imprint that will endure through his body of work. His legacy is one of warmth, relatability, and an unwavering commitment to his craft. Turning to the world of sports, we mourn the passing of Ray Seals, former NFL defensive end, at the age of 59. Seals' journey to professional football was anything but conventional. He achieved the rare feat of entering the league without having played college football. His path began at Henninger High School in Syracuse, New York, leading him to the minor league Syracuse Express in the Empire Football League. Through sheer determination and raw talent, he caught the attention of NFL scouts, eventually signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 1989. Initially a reserve player, Seals steadily proved his worth, earning a reputation as a tenacious and reliable presence on the field. By 1994, he had secured a part-time starting role before making a pivotal move to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Over 3 seasons with the Steelers, he became a cornerstone of their defense, starting in 27 games, including a full season in 1995. That same year, he played a crucial role in the team's playoff run, starting in 3 postseason games and helping lead them to Super Bowl XXVI. Seals' story is one of perseverance, a testament to defying expectations and carving out a place in NFL history through grit and unyielding effort. In the realm of public service, we honor the life of Gene Ward, a beloved Hawaiian representative who passed away at 82. Ward's career was defined by his deep commitment to his community, serving East Honolulu with integrity, humility, and an unwavering sense of duty. His daughter, Johanna, shared that he passed peacefully, surrounded by love, and remained devoted to uplifting others until his final moments. "We will miss him dearly," she said, "but his spirit will live on in our hearts." Ward was a passionate advocate for the native Hawaiian community, dedicating himself to preserving their cultural heritage and securing their rights. Whether mentoring emerging leaders or championing policies to support families across the state, his leadership was rooted in compassion and a profound connection to the people he served. Tributes from colleagues and political figures have poured in, with Speaker Scott Saiki praising Ward's institutional wisdom and impact, while U.S. Senator Brian Schatz remembered him as a truly good and decent public servant. The East-West Center and Senate President Ron Cucci echoed these sentiments, celebrating Ward as a leader who embodied the spirit of aloha, guiding his work with kindness, purpose, and an enduring love for Hawaii. The entertainment world has also lost Robert Traber, best known for his iconic role as Salmoneus in Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, and Xena, Warrior Princess, at the age of 71. His portrayal of the quick-witted, profit-driven merchant became a fan favorite, inspiring action figures and convention appearances worldwide. Traber infused the character with a unique blend of humor and heart, securing his place in cult television history. Born in Philadelphia and trained at Northwestern University, he began his acting career in New York's Ensemble Studio Theater, performing in works by Shel Silverstein. His breakout role came in 1985 as the son of Sam in Out of the Darkness, followed by appearances in films like 52 Pickup, My Demon Lover, and Talk Radio. However, it was in 1995 that he found his most enduring audience as Salmoneus, a role he described as a lovable schemer who, despite his flaws, always aimed to do good. Beyond Hercules and Xena, Trebor appeared in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, Tales from the Crypt, and the Coen brothers' Hail Caesar. He also authored 2 books and served as an artist in residence at the Braid in Los Angeles. Trebor is survived by his wife of 43 years, Dee Hennings, leaving behind a legacy of charisma, talent, and infectious energy that will be remembered by fans across the globe. Finally, we pay tribute to Michael Hurley, the legendary folk musician, painter, and cartoonist, who has passed away at 83. Revered as the godfather of freak folk, Hurley spent over 5 decades crafting music as unconventional and captivating as his personality. His family confirmed his passing in a statement, celebrating him as an irreplaceable artist whose creativity, wit, and kindness touched countless lives. Known affectionately as Snock, Hurley was cherished for his raw, unfiltered sound and his deep reverence for music in its purest form. Born in Bucks County, Pennsylvania in 1941, he moved to New York's Greenwich Village in his 20s, immersing himself in the folk revival scene. His debut album, First Songs, was released in 1964 on Folkways Records, followed by acclaimed works like Armchair Boogie, Hi-Fi Snock Uptown, and the beloved Have Moisey in 1976. A true independent spirit, Hurley later founded his own label, Belle Meade Phonographics, continuing to produce music well into his later years. Beyond his musical talents, he was also a gifted visual artist, designing many of his own album covers. His final album, The Time of the Foxgloves, was released in 2021, and he had recently completed another project just before his passing. Hurley remained active in the indie and folk circuits, performing live until the very end, leaving behind a legacy of boundless creativity and a singular voice that defied convention. The music world mourns the passing of folk icon Michael Hurley, who leaves behind not just his children, but a global community of devoted fans who will forever cherish his musical legacy, artistic vision, and free-spirited personality. His unique blend of folk traditions and eccentric creativity influenced generations of musicians and artists who found inspiration in his unconventional approach to songwriting and performance. In other sad news, the entertainment industry has lost Johnny Tillotson, the golden-voiced singer behind the timeless classic Poetry in Motion, at age 86. His wife Nancy shared the heartbreaking news that he passed after complications from Parkinsonism. Tillotson's smooth vocal delivery and emotionally resonant lyrics created a musical legacy that spanned generations, with fans worldwide remembering him as both an exceptionally gifted performer and a genuinely kind human being. Born in Jacksonville, Florida, Tillotson displayed musical talent from an early age and later attended the University of Florida, where he pursued studies in journalism and communications. His big break came when a local radio DJ entered his demo in a national competition, launching a career that would see him sign with Cadence Records and produce numerous chart-topping hits. Poetry in Motion became his signature song, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard charts and remaining an enduring favorite from the early 1960s. Other successful recordings included Talk Back Trembling Lips and the Grammy-recognized It Keeps Right on a Hurtin', which was later covered by music legends including Elvis Presley. Remarkably creative until the end, Tillotson released his final single, Everything I Touch Turns to Blue, shortly before passing. He is survived by his wife of 45 years, Nancy, their children, grandchildren, and extended family, all of whom will remember him for his beautiful music, gentle nature, and the happiness he brought to countless listeners over the decades. The film world is grieving the loss of Val Kilmer, the intensely talented actor who brought unforgettable characters to life in films like Top Gun and Batman Forever, passing at 65. His daughter Mercedes confirmed his death resulted from pneumonia, following his brave public battle with throat cancer that began in 2017, a fight that significantly impacted his speech and breathing abilities yet never diminished his creative spirit. Kilmer made his final screen appearance in the emotional Top Gun Maverick, sharing poignant scenes with Tom Cruise that served as a fitting tribute to his career. His remarkable journey began when he became the youngest student ever admitted to Juilliard's prestigious drama program shortly after experiencing the tragic loss of his younger brother. After his breakout role in Top Secret, Kilmer achieved international fame as Iceman in Top Gun, 1986, subsequently demonstrating his extraordinary range and transformative performances as Jim Morrison in The Doors and the unforgettable Doc Holliday in Tombstone. In 2021, Kilmer offered fans an intimate look at his life through the documentary Val, while also expressing himself through painting and theater, including an acclaimed one-man show portraying Mark Twain. Survived by children Mercedes and Jack, Kilmer leaves behind a legacy of fearless artistic exploration and a profound impact on cinema that will continue to inspire future generations. The entertainment industry has also lost Patty Maloney, the gifted actress known for her memorable performances in Little House on the Prairie and the Star Wars Holiday Special, at age 89. Her brother Dave Morabito shared that she passed while in hospice care after facing numerous health challenges, including multiple strokes in recent years. For someone of small stature navigating a world built for taller people, she accomplished absolutely everything she set out to do, Morabito reflected, capturing the determination of this remarkable performer who left an indelible mark on screen. Maloney's diverse career spanned both television and film, with particularly notable non-verbal performances that showcased her exceptional physical acting abilities. She memorably portrayed Chewbacca's son Lumpy in the Star Wars Holiday Special, and brought the character Honk to life through pure movement and mime in Far Out Space Nuts, a performance praised for its surprising emotional depth despite the complete concealment of her face. Veteran critic Hal Erickson once observed that Maloney's expressive physicality allowed her to connect with audiences on a profound level that often surpassed what dialogue could achieve. Beyond her iconic genre roles, Maloney made heartwarming appearances in Little House on the Prairie that endeared her to generations of viewers. In later life, she faced macular degeneration with characteristic courage, maintaining her spirited personality despite vision challenges. Survived by brother Dave, nieces Jennifer and Laura, and brother-in-law Vic, Maloney will be remembered for her unforgettable characters and the immense joy she brought to audiences worldwide. The acting community mourns the passing of Cian Barbara Allen, beloved for her role on The Waltons and numerous other television classics, at age 78 after a long struggle with Alzheimer's disease. She spent her final year in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, surrounded by cherished possessions and enjoying precious time with daughter Emily that she hadn't experienced in decades. Allen's sister movingly described her passing as a loss too hard to put into words, reflecting the deep affection felt by those closest to her. Allen rose to prominence during the 1970s and 80s, with standout roles in popular series including The Incredible Hulk, Columbo, The Rockford Files, Gunsmoke, and Hawaii Five-0. Her performance in the 1972 film You'll Like My Mother earned her a Golden Globe nomination, while she also made history behind the scenes as the first woman to write an episode of Beretta in 1978. Among her stage roles, none held more personal significance than Emily Webb in Our Town, a character so meaningful she named her daughter after the role. Born in Reading, Pennsylvania, Allen trained at the prestigious Pasadena Playhouse on scholarship and built a career distinguished by both professional achievement and personal conviction. In 1990, she transitioned from acting to focus on activism and political work, remaining a staunch supporter of workers' rights who famously refused to cross picket lines throughout her career. Survived by daughter Emily, grandson Arlo, two sisters, a nephew, and ex-husband Peter, Allen leaves behind a powerful legacy through her artistic contributions, strong principles, and the countless lives she touched both on and off screen. The action film world has lost a true pioneer with the passing of Richard Norton, the legendary Australian martial artist, actor, and stunt coordinator, at age 75. Norton's incredible career spanned decades and continents, bridging the gap between authentic martial arts mastery and cinematic action. Beginning his journey in Sydney, Norton developed his formidable skills under some of Asia's greatest martial arts masters, before transitioning to film work where his expertise revolutionized fight choreography. His collaborations with action stars like Jackie Chan and Chuck Norris set new standards for realistic combat sequences, while his own performances in films such as The Octagon and Force 5 showcased his impressive physicality and screen presence. Beyond his acting and stunt work, Norton mentored generations of fighters and performers, establishing training systems still used today. His passing marks the end of an era for martial arts cinema, but his influence will continue to be felt through the countless artists he inspired and the elevated standards he brought to action filmmaking worldwide. Renowned for his commanding performances and expertise in fight choreography, Norton recently made an appearance in Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, where he revived his role as the Prime Imperator. His wife, Judy Green, shared the news with an emotional tribute, referring to him as the love of my life. The circumstances surrounding his passing remain undisclosed. Norton first gained widespread recognition after his role in Chuck Norris's 1980 film The Octagon, which marked the beginning of a prolific career spanning more than 70 films. Collaborating with martial arts legends such as Jackie Chan and Chuck Norris, he cemented his status as an icon in the action genre. Beyond acting, Norton was instrumental behind the scenes, crafting fight sequences for major productions like Mad Max, Fury Road, The Suicide Squad, and Dark Phoenix. James Gunn, director of The Suicide Squad, lauded Norton's remarkable talent and boundless energy, describing his contributions as incredible. Chuck Norris also honored his late friend, calling him an inspiration whose influence extended far beyond the screen. Norton's enduring legacy as a martial arts pioneer and action star will continue through his unforgettable body of work and the countless individuals he inspired. In another loss to the entertainment world, Richard Chamberlain, the legendary actor celebrated for his roles in Dr. Kildare, The Thornbirds, and Shogun, has passed away at the age of 90. He succumbed to complications following a stroke at his residence in Waimanalo, Hawaii. His longtime partner, Martin Rabbit, paid homage to him, remembering Chamberlain as a loving and extraordinary soul whose artistic contributions would endure. Rising to fame in the 1960s, Chamberlain earned the moniker King of the Miniseries due to his captivating performances in epic television productions. His breakthrough came with Dr. Kildare in 1961, a role that catapulted him into stardom. Seeking to refine his craft, he later trained in England, taking on prestigious theatrical roles, including Hamlet and The Portrait of a Lady. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Chamberlain dominated television with acclaimed miniseries such as Centennial, Shogun, and The Thornbirds. He also made history as the first actor to portray Jason Bourne in The Bourne Identity. His career was decorated with multiple Emmy and Golden Globe nominations, including a Golden Globe win for Shogun. Chamberlain publicly came out in his 2003 memoir, reflecting candidly on the difficulties of navigating Hollywood as a closeted actor. Despite these challenges, he enjoyed a long and distinguished career in both theater and film. He is survived by loved ones, including his former partner, Martin Rabbit, and will be remembered as a consummate performer whose work resonated across generations. Bruce Glover, the seasoned actor known for his memorable performances in Diamonds Are Forever and Chinatown, has died at 92. His son, actor Crispin Glover, confirmed the news, stating that his father passed away from natural causes. Crispin honored his father with a touching tribute, sharing rare photographs that chronicled Bruce's life, from his military service to his on-screen achievements and cherished family moments. Glover's career was defined by unforgettable characters, compelling performances, and a lifelong dedication to acting. He left an indelible mark in 1971 as the sinister Bond villain Mr. Wint in Diamonds Are Forever, and later in 1974's Chinatown, where he starred alongside Jack Nicholson. Known for his commanding screen presence and distinctive delivery, Glover brought nuance to every role. His extensive filmography included appearances in Walking Tall, Hard Times, The $6 Million Man, Chips, and The Streets of San Francisco. Born in Chicago during the Great Depression, Glover served in the Korean War before pursuing acting. He made his Broadway debut in the 1960s before transitioning to film and television, continuing to act well into his later years, with his final credited role in 2015. Colleagues and friends have shared heartfelt tributes, remembering Glover as both a gifted actor and a generous mentor. His influence on the entertainment industry and the lives he touched will remain enduring. Dennis Arndt, the esteemed actor celebrated for his roles in Basic Instinct and Sweetie, has died at 86. His family confirmed that he passed away peacefully at his home in Ashland, Oregon. A man of many talents, Arndt led a remarkable life, first serving as a decorated helicopter pilot during the Vietnam War before embarking on an acting career that spanned theater, film, and television. His family described him as a fearless, witty, and deeply passionate artist whose legacy would live on through those he inspired. After his military service, Arndt relocated to Seattle, where a friend encouraged him to audition for a local theater production, an opportunity that ignited his passion for acting. This led to performances at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival and eventually to television and film. In 1992, he delivered a standout performance as Lieutenant Phil Walker in Basic Instinct. famously interrogating Sharon Stone in one of cinema's most iconic scenes. His career continued with roles in Undisputed, Sway T, and numerous hit TV series, including Grey's Anatomy, CSI, The Practice, and How to Get Away with Murder. In 2017, Arndt earned a Tony nomination for his role in the Broadway play Heisenberg, a crowning achievement in his storied career. Offstage, he was an avid sailor who cherished exploring the San Juan Islands. Arndt is survived by his wife, Maji, 7 children, and many grandchildren. His family remembers him as a man who lived life to the fullest, always encouraging others to pursue their passions without hesitation. Simon Cowell, widely recognized as the sharp-tongued judge on numerous talent competitions, was born on October 7, 1959 in Lambeth, London. Raised in Elstree, Hertfordshire, he developed an early fascination with television and music, influenced by his father's connections to the entertainment industry. This exposure gave him a unique perspective on what captivated audiences. Even as a child, Cowell exhibited a rebellious streak, struggling in traditional academic environments but thriving in creative spaces. He found conventional education stifling and sought out hands-on experiences that allowed him to explore his passion for entertainment. After several unsuccessful attempts at formal schooling, he abandoned academia to pursue opportunities that aligned with his ambitions. This relentless drive laid the groundwork for the bold, opinionated personality that would later captivate millions. Fueled by an unquenchable curiosity, Cowell was destined for a career that would redefine talent shows. Simon Cowell's deep-rooted connection to the music industry began through his father, Eric Philip Cowell, an executive at EMI. This privileged position granted young Simon unprecedented access to recording studios, where he observed rising artists firsthand. These early experiences instilled in him a keen understanding of how talent, image, and timing could converge to create something extraordinary. Despite taking on unremarkable jobs after leaving school, roles far removed from the glamour of show business, he remained fiercely determined to recognize genuine talent rather than conform to industry norms. Embracing his outsider status, Cowell cultivated a distinct artistic sensibility, absorbing invaluable lessons that would later shape his career. These formative years laid the foundation for his future endeavors, teaching him the critical interplay between raw ability and strategic promotion. Determined to carve his own path, Cowell joined EMI Music Publishing, leveraging his father's connections to gain entry. While nepotism opened doors, he quickly demonstrated his own merit by identifying infectious melodies and promising new artists. Immersed in the inner workings of the business, he learned the intricacies of contracts, marketing strategies, and artist development. Eventually, he ventured out on his own, launching independent projects centered around novelty records and niche performers. Though some of these endeavors were met with skepticism, they showcased Cowell's innate ability to spot potential where others saw little. Unfazed by setbacks, he honed his instincts for predicting audience tastes, gradually earning a reputation as a risk-taker unafraid to trust his gut. This unwavering confidence in his judgment would later become his trademark as a television personality. Step by step, Cowell was inching closer to the widespread influence he had always envisioned. In 2001, Cowell achieved a career-defining breakthrough with the launch of Pop Idol in the UK. Serving as both a judge and a key creative force, he captivated audiences with his unfiltered critiques and refusal to sugarcoat his opinions. Viewers were introduced to a new kind of TV personality, one who dismissed mediocrity with brutal honesty. While the show's premise revolved around discovering exceptional vocalists, it was often Cowell's razor-sharp commentary that stole the spotlight. Contestants and audiences alike waited with bated breath for his feedback, never knowing whether they'd receive rare praise or a scathing takedown. This unpredictability became a driving force behind the show's massive success. For Cowell, Pop Idol confirmed that he had struck gold by blending entertainment with the high-stakes drama of real-time judgment. The stage was set for him to expand his reach beyond the UK, captivating global audiences with similar formats. Capitalizing on Pop Idol's momentum, Cowell played a pivotal role in adapting the show for American audiences, leading to the 2002 debut of American Idol. Broadcast to millions, the series solidified his reputation as a no-nonsense arbiter of talent. His biting one-liners and signature raised eyebrow became cultural touchstones. While his critiques could be merciless, audiences appreciated his authenticity. Contestants either reveled in his rare approval or crumbled under his withering remarks. Ratings skyrocketed, and the music industry gained a powerful platform for discovering new stars. Cowell realized he had tapped into something profound. Viewers were enthralled by the rags-to-riches journeys of aspiring singers. This became the cornerstone of his brand, creating stages where raw ambition collided with unfiltered expert judgment. Over time, American Idol became a cornerstone of reality television, further cementing Cowell's legacy. Not content to rest on his laurels, Cowell returned to British TV in 2004 with The X Factor, a fresh twist on the talent show format. Unlike its predecessors, this series spotlighted both solo artists and groups, heightening the competitive drama. Cowell's influence expanded globally as international versions of the show launched, captivating audiences worldwide. The judging panel, often featuring musicians and industry veterans, sparked heated debates and unforgettable on-screen clashes. The show birthed superstars like One Direction and Leona Lewis, reinforcing Cowell's uncanny ability to identify chart-topping talent. Simultaneously, he diversified his portfolio, producing and developing new programs to broaden his appeal. His ambition appeared boundless, and the public eagerly followed his every move. Despite his meteoric rise, Cowell's relentless work ethic took a toll on his well-being and personal life. Reports of exhaustion and stress-related health issues surfaced as he juggled multiple high-pressure projects. Insiders revealed that he rarely paused, constantly searching for the next big star or groundbreaking concept. Tabloids occasionally scrutinized his lifestyle, speculating about his relationships and clashes with fellow judges. Rather than retreat under pressure, Cowell skillfully managed his public persona, appearing on talk shows to reveal a more vulnerable side, a stark contrast to his usual stern demeanor. Yet, the wheels never stopped turning, and his drive remained unshaken. If anything, these personal challenges only fueled his determination to innovate and dominate an ever-evolving industry. Tragedy struck when Cowell lost his father, the man who had first introduced him to the music world. Though he seldom publicly addressed his grief, those close to him noted how the loss altered his outlook. It served as a poignant reminder that professional success couldn't compensate for personal voids. Over the years, Cowell also navigated the pitfalls of fame, media scrutiny, high-profile romances, and the relentless pressure to stay on top. Yet through it all, his relentless ambition and sharp instincts kept him at the forefront of entertainment, shaping the dreams of countless aspiring artists and redefining the landscape of modern television. The intense scrutiny of constant media attention would have overwhelmed most public figures, but Simon Cowell demonstrated remarkable resilience by channeling these pressures into his professional endeavors. While fiercely protective of his private life, particularly when it came to shielding family members from the spotlight, Cowell nonetheless maintained an intriguing duality between his carefully guarded personal struggles and his driven public persona. This contrast revealed unexpected layers to the man best known for delivering brutally honest critiques on television, showing that beneath the sharp-tongued judge existed someone who had endured significant personal challenges away from the cameras. The British media maintained an insatiable fascination with Cowell's romantic life, treating his personal relationships as another form of public entertainment. After years of speculation about various partners, his relationship with Lauren Silverman ultimately led to one of life's most transformative experiences: fatherhood. The arrival of his son Eric, named in honor of Cowell's own father, marked a profound evolution in the entertainment mogul's priorities. While maintaining his legendary work ethic, those close to him noticed subtle but meaningful changes in his demeanor, suggesting that paternal responsibilities had brought new emotional depth to the famously tough personality. Cowell himself acknowledged this shift in rare interviews, openly discussing the unparalleled joy fatherhood had brought him. Yet even as he embraced this new chapter, the demands of his entertainment empire continued unabated, requiring him to skillfully balance his roles as a parent, producer, and television personality. A juggling act that saw his public image evolve to incorporate both his signature bluntness and newfound paternal warmth. Cowell's influence expanded significantly as he brought his judging talents to America's Got Talent and Britain's Got Talent, diversifying beyond singing competitions to evaluate everything from daring acrobatics to stand-up comedy. This transition showcased his versatility as an entertainment expert, proving his ability to identify star potential across multiple performance disciplines. Simultaneously, his production company Psycho Entertainment aggressively expanded into film, television, and music ventures, establishing itself as a multimedia powerhouse. Cowell's uncanny ability to spot and develop talent remained unparalleled, with numerous discoveries achieving international fame under his guidance. These strategic moves cemented his status as an entertainment industry titan, whose impact reached far beyond the pop music sphere that first made him famous. As his professional success grew, Cowell increasingly leveraged his platform for philanthropic initiatives. He became actively involved in fundraising telethons and charity events, sometimes making substantial personal donations or rallying fellow celebrities to support causes ranging from pediatric healthcare to disaster relief efforts. While some skeptics viewed these efforts through a cynical lens, the tangible benefits to charitable organizations were undeniable. Cowell demonstrated particular skill in merging entertainment with altruism, creating televised specials that effectively brought attention to worthy causes while still delivering engaging content. This ability to blend commerce, philanthropy, and showmanship revealed a more complex personality than his television persona typically suggested, regardless of whether these efforts stemmed from genuine compassion or strategic brand management. The demanding nature of maintaining a global entertainment empire eventually took a physical toll, with several health incidents forcing Cowell to reassess his lifestyle. A 2017 fainting episode resulting in a fall downstairs, attributed to low blood pressure, served as an early warning, followed by a more serious 2020 accident where he suffered a broken back while testing an electric bicycle. The subsequent recovery period, involving multiple surgeries and rehabilitation, required temporary stepping back from certain professional obligations. These health challenges prompted noticeable lifestyle changes, including dietary improvements and more cautious physical activity. Yet true to form, Cowell demonstrated remarkable resilience, returning to television faster than many anticipated. These health scares highlighted the very real physical costs of maintaining such an expansive career, while underscoring Cowell's determination to continue shaping the entertainment landscape. Recognizing the shifting media environment, Cowell proved characteristically adaptable as streaming platforms gained dominance. While traditional televised competitions maintained strong viewership, he actively explored digital innovations, considering potential online spin-offs, real-time social media voting integration, and specialized program variations like Celebrity X Factor to maintain audience engagement. Rumors periodically surfaced about ambitious plans for global talent tours or immersive fan experiences that would blend live performances with exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Throughout these evolutions, Cowell maintained his reputation as a shrewd negotiator and trend spotter, skillfully navigating the entertainment industry's changing dynamics. While some traditionalists questioned whether these expansions diluted the purity of original formats, Cowell remained convinced that continuous innovation represented the key to long-term relevance in an increasingly competitive market. Cowell's famously blunt assessment style has naturally attracted polarized reactions throughout his career. Detractors have accused him of cruelty, particularly when delivering harsh critiques to vulnerable contestants on live television. Supporters counter that his no-nonsense approach provides necessary honesty in an industry rife with superficial praise. In interviews, Cowell has defended his methods as simply verbalizing what audiences at home are thinking, regardless of how uncomfortable those truths might be. While occasional controversies have emerged, whether regarding contractual disputes or rumored conflicts with fellow judges, his professional reputation has remained largely intact. Interestingly, many successful contestants credit Cowell's tough love approach as the motivation that pushed them to excel, driven by the powerful desire to earn his approval. This paradox, serving simultaneously as both the face of entertainment dreams and the voice of sobering reality, has become Cowell's trademark, ensuring he remains one of television's most compelling figures whose next critique always keeps audiences anticipating. Today, Cowell maintains his position as a global entertainment icon, continuing his judging roles on both Britain's Got Talent and America's Got Talent, while simultaneously scouting new musical talent as a record executive. Those who follow his career note a subtle but perceptible mellowing in recent years. He demonstrates more frequent moments of on-camera compassion, celebrating creative risk-taking and personal bravery alongside raw talent. Yet he remains unwavering in maintaining clear standards of excellence, never hesitating to distinguish between what he considers truly exceptional versus mediocre. Each new season brings fresh speculation about potential collaborations or format innovations, demonstrating the public's enduring fascination with his next move. Even after decades in the spotlight, Cowell's influence on talent discovery remains profoundly impactful.